Welcome to Chief's C4 podcast, where cops, cars, and current events are the preferred topics of discussion. Kyle McPhee, aka the Chief, is a 30-year veteran detective of the Michigan State Police, an avid hot rod builder and automotive connoisseur, a Native American, and the proud father of 2 sons, both members of the U.S. Army, Michigan National Guard, 125th Infantry Regiment. This podcast is not intended for the weak at heart. Alpha males are always welcome, and honest opinions are always given. Now buckle your seatbelt. You are now entering the No Snowflake Zone.
Okay, well, here we go. We got sound, we got video. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and believe it or not, I think we have an internet signal. This is Chief McPhee from the Chief C4 podcast, and I have a special guest here tonight. I have the one and only, the illustrious wife, Chiefette, TJ. What's going on, honey?
Not much.
So, we are in northern Michigan at the Timber Ridge RV Park. You can see the family RV is behind us. We've been up here for a few days. We got rained out a couple days, but it turned out pretty good today. Today is September 14th. We're recording this. Happens to be our 24th wedding anniversary. So we spent the day today north of Traverse City in the Leelanau Peninsula. We did a little wine tasting. What was your opinion on that? How do you think that went?
Yeah, I think Sassoni family's vineyard was the best. We tasted a few good ones.
Oh, the Ciccone, Madonna's family owns a winery up near Sutton's Bay, I guess it is, the Ciccone winery. We went there. Was pretty good, but the problem is because of COVID, all the wine tasting is outdoors, so we kind of froze a little bit. It was kind of 60-ish out.
Yeah.
The wind was blowing. We went to another one that we were told that was a good place to go. It was the Black Star winery and distillery near there in the same area, and we were not impressed. When we drove in, it was pretty impressive. The scenery was pretty cool, but I guess here's what I say: anybody who's in the winemaking business should stay in the wine, because the spirits that they served us were fucking brutal. We ordered. What'd you order? It was brandy, fruit flavored.
It was 2 spirits of brandy.
One was cherry and one was raspberry.
Right. And they were straight rubbing alcohol. But the beauty of the vineyard was accurate for the most part. It was very beautiful driving in with, with the level of the
vines and the grapes were all covered.
Yeah.
And they had them stacked at levels. It was pretty different land levels. It was pretty cool.
But as far as the actual wine itself and the spirits, even the wine, we did the whole tier of wine, and
it was kind of weird because we expected to be like seated at a table, a normal table. We got there and they brought us down onto the front yard where they had 2 lawn chairs with no table, and that said table 12, and that's where we sat. It's kind of a different, I don't know if that was because of COVID, and I think it was, because
it was, but it was facing a open tent, and not like the vineyards, the scenery part, which was what was recommended. Actually,
she's a wine drinker. I'm not, so I went along just to kind of, I sip wine. She usually gives me a taste of one that she thinks I'll drink, and she was actually at Ciccone's. She gave me a wine that I thought was pretty good. It was a white wine. I don't remember what it was. Do you?
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Okay.
Very sweet.
And we didn't see. We did not see Madonna. She wasn't there apparently. So apparently she doesn't.
That's okay.
Doesn't show up that too often there. So we did that. What else did we do today? We went to
boutique shopping in Fishtown.
We did. We went to Fishtown and up in Leelanau. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice area. We did that, and
it was interesting.
Yeah,
Fishtown's a very old fishing town, if you would.
Yeah.
And the buildings that are on the premises there are the same buildings and some of them still run the same as they did. Some of them have turned into boutiques and little eateries.
Right.
But for the most part, that's the idea of Fishtown.
So we did lunch up there, and then after we did the wine tasting tours, we went to we went back into Traverse City and had dinner. So it was a pretty good day away from the RV, and we got out and it didn't rain on us. So we talk about camping, the camping life. This is our first year doing this. We bought the family RV here, the Rockwood 2906 RS. We bought that brand new in July, I think July 1st. I think we picked it up, and I think this is trip number 5 that we've taken, counting up to the family homestead in the Upper Peninsula. Everything has gone really good on this RV. We have really no complaints with it whatsoever. Everything works. I think Chiefette wishes that it had a bigger hot water tank than it does. She tends to get some cold showers, but just the mere fact that we can even take a shower, I think is good. I don't think our days of living in a tent are over after having one of these things. So, Timber Ridge is pretty cool. What's your thoughts on this place?
I really like Timber Ridge. Timber Ridge is really good though if you have younger kids, because it's got the beach, it's got pickleball, tennis courts, basketball courts, different varieties of rentals for golf carts and big wheels and different types of bikes, and there's a lot of trails.
It's got black squirrels.
A lot of black squirrels that are very aggressive.
Before we hit record, we were sitting here on the picnic table, and there's black squirrels all over the place, and they're crawling up and down on these large oak trees and stuff. And there was acorns getting fired down on us from way above, like hard missile type of fired down from the tree. They weren't just dropping. We looked up, and there was a black squirrel. I think he was angry because we were taking up his area, and he's firing. I think he's firing these acorns at us.
No, he is.
I can still hear him up there rattling away. So
he tree follows you.
Yeah. So we have that
property
going on
that we've came and sat on.
This is it's interesting, this RV park, and I'll include. We did a ride through. We put the GoPro on a golf cart that we rented, and we did a kind of a drive through, like a 15-minute video that I'll include in this whole thing, some clips of it. But they have a pretty neat little watering hole back behind us here, probably I'd say 200-300 yards into the woods, in the middle of the woods, like a perfectly square cut water hole. I think it's man-made in a beach, and they just put sand everywhere, and it looks like beach in the woods. So I flew my drone, plugged to Great Lakes Drone Service. We flew the drone up over top of it and did some pretty cool shots. And it's a beach in the woods. So I'm guessing before COVID and during the summer, that's probably a pretty hopping place back there.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, this would be a cool place. It's pretty quiet in here. I think there's some permanent residents that live in here, like seasonal. They're but you don't see them come out too much. Everybody kind of keeps to themselves here. But we're outside most of the day when it's nice out.
Yep.
So everything's going pretty good here. We went to let's see, prior to this one, where did we go? Where was our last trip? Twin Oaks.
Twin Oaks.
Twin Oaks in Michigan. We went up to Twin Oaks. That was pretty
Yep.
pretty nice. It was smaller, older campground. We've been to a KOA up near Ludington, Michigan. We like that. That was nice.
Yeah, Ludington was nice.
That was good. So we hope to at least get how many more in the books here before we like at least one.
We're
maybe
for sure
two.
doing one with some friends.
Yeah.
Local to where we live.
Yep.
Um,
I think the biggest thing, and I didn't know anything about these RVs really going into this thing. Friends of ours have them, and listening to them, they were really enjoying themselves, and so we jumped into it. And they're a lot of work, setting them up and that kind of stuff. But I think once you get it down and the process that you go through, hooking it up to the truck every time gets a little easier every time you do it, and you find little, it's kind of a subculture, the RV world with people. Everybody knows like the little secrets of everything on how to be from the best way to find camping vacancies, camping sites, because that's pretty tough to get right now, right?
Oh yeah, some problems.
They're booked way out ahead of time, and because of COVID, the RV people said they can't keep them in stock, so everybody's buying RVs so they can travel, within the state instead of leaving, flying somewhere and that kind of stuff. So it's been tough getting sites this year. So we're going to try to get some sites that we want booked ahead of time for next year. But I don't know. We'll probably try to do 1 or 2 trips here before we have to put this thing away for the winter time. And it's getting cold. So we got the bonfire going over there. We had the heat on last night in there. It went pretty well. So we have a little fireplace.
Wait, the fireplace going last night.
Yeah, we got a little fireplace that'll heat you out of there. It's nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Anything else? Let's see. What else?
And then it's nice having awnings when it rains.
Yeah, we got
because of the first couple of nights of rain.
We've had issues like we're obviously I'm a tech nerd, so I like to hook to the internet and that kind of stuff. We've been to some different places that it's a challenge getting on the internet, and that's probably one of the biggest challenges for campers because they have a Wi-Fi at the camp thing here, but everybody gets on that and it's impossible to get any access. So we've been hitting off hotspots on our phone and that kind of stuff. So hopefully this video flows all right with the limited amount of internet that we have. But we try to make it work one way or the other. What else were we going to talk about on this trip? Oh, it's we said it was her birthday or our anniversary today, 24th. It's her birthday tomorrow, and she doesn't have to disclose her age if she doesn't want to, but I can tell you she's 7 years younger than me. So and I won't tell you my age because my birthday's a week after hers next week, so it's kind of a birthday month, right? And I just retired. Today is 1 week retired, right?
A little over 1 week.
Yeah, I retired from the Michigan State Police for 31 years last Monday. So this cement block has been lifted off my shoulders. So far, it's going pretty well. So we figure we're going to travel the world here with an RV, right? And the only thing that we're missing on this trip is who?
Thunder Chief.
Thunder Chief is our English cream golden retriever. Yeah. He's 5 now?
Yep.
Yeah, he normally goes everywhere with us, but we knew we wanted to do this winery tour thing, and we didn't want to leave him in the RV all day. So he's at home with his brother, and we'll make it up to him on another trip. He'll get to come. We'll put him on camera. I'm sure you guys would like seeing Thunder Chief McPhee is his name.
He's quite the performance dog.
He is a performance dog. Yep. Loves to chase golf balls is his biggest thing.
And squirrels.
Yeah, not real golf balls. And squirrels. We buy these oversized rubber golf balls, and we hit him with golf clubs, and he chases them and brings them back, and he'll do that all day long. That's his thing. And if you can get the thing to bounce up in the air, all 4 feet come off the ground, and he's got some hops. He's quite the performer. So we'll try to maybe get that on a future episode. So. Yep. What are you drinking? A little Bud Light?
I need vitamin C.
Right there. Yes.
I need vitamin C.
Yes. So we had a little bit of wine, a few beers, and now we're gonna try to relax by the fire
with more beer.
with more beer. And this is our. I'm not drinking beer. Actually, I found
He's
this
drinking a bubbly water.
this little thing here. I'm not a big water drinker. I just never have been. It's just boring to me to drink water. I know you have to drink it. I'm trying to wean myself off of Coke Zeros because was drinking 4 a day. I'm down to like 2 a day. So in between trying to drink water, I found that these little fizzy, bubbly waters have the fizz to them, no sugar, apparently no calories, kind of thing. So I think it's just kind of a mental thing. It gives you a little bit of carbonation. Thinks you're drinking soda, but you're actually not. So this one is cherry bubbly, highly recommended. So um, tomorrow we pack up.
Yep.
All right. Gonna sleep in on your birthday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I haven't slept at all.
When we have, it's a queen size bed when we put like a topper thing on it. But the first night we were here, it rained so hard that it pounds the top of these
Through
RVs.
Yep.
And it sounds like squirrels throwing acorns on your RV all night long. So it was kind of loud. So that was like the first night. And then, the second night, I don't know, you just didn't sleep very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what we can do tonight and maybe have a couple more beers. I'll make you sleep. Whatever it takes.
Sounds like a plan.
But how's your bonfire? So she started a fire here.
My bonfire's keeping something warm, just not me.
Yeah.
Because it's over there.
All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
Okay.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you. Thank you. She's been hanging around with me for 27 years. Yeah. 24 married, but 3 in we lived in sin. Right? Yeah. You got to test the car, make sure it's good before you buy it. Is that what they say? Anyway.
Yes, COP.
It's been a great ride for 27 years, honey. So this is the first time you ever did a podcast with me. So I thought, what a better place in the middle of the woods in northern Michigan with limited internet that I just bring you out here and put you on the internet.
Okay.
Chiefette,
on the internet.
The illustrious Chiefette. All right. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. If you're following along on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, like our video, and we'll put some more out in future trips. Chief and Chiefette are out. So long, everyone.
Bye.